Perseus stood in the palace, surrounded by the king's men. Polydectes sat on his throne, a smug, snake-like smile on his face. He looked down at Perseus and said, "So, you're alive." The room erupted in laughter. Polydectes leaned forward, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "You really expect us to believe you killed Medusa?" More laughter echoed off the walls, but Perseus didn't laugh. His eyes were cold as ice. He took a step closer to the throne. "My mother," Perseus whispered, his voice dangerously low. "Where is she?" Polydectes smirked. "She's safe, for now." Perseus's fists clenched at his sides. Rage, pure and hot, rose inside him. It all made sense now. The king never wanted a gift. He never cared about Medusa. He sent Perseus on a suicide mission so he could take his mother, Danae, for himself. Perseus scanned the room. He saw men drinking, men smiling, men mocking him. They had no idea what was inside the bag he carried. Polydectes stood up, his movements slow and deliberate. "If you failed, I'll forgive you. But if you're lying," his voice sharpened into a threat, "I will kill you and your mother." A tense silence fell over the court. Perseus took one step forward, then another. He said calmly, "You wanted proof." Polydectes laughed again. "You can't even look at Medusa yourself." Perseus simply nodded. "That's true." The room grew quiet. Perseus's voice wasn't scared. It was certain. He reached into the magical bag. Polydectes raised his hand. "Enough." The king's men drew their swords. Perseus looked at them, his gaze unflinching. "You all wanted to see a monster," he said. "So I brought you one." Polydectes roared, "Show it." Perseus slowly pulled out the head, still covered in cloth. Underneath the fabric, the snakes writhed, as if still alive. Some men stepped back in fear, others just laughed nervously. But Polydectes leaned closer, his eyes filled with greed. He wanted power. He wanted proof. He wanted to win. Perseus whispered one final warning, "Don't say I didn't warn you." But the king didn't listen. He pointed a finger at Perseus and commanded, "Uncover it." And Perseus did. The cloth fell away, revealing Medusa's face. Her eyes were wide open, her expression frozen in death. The snakes on her head hissed, and the room filled with screams of pure terror. The men shouted, trying to turn away, but it was too late. One by one, their bodies stiffened. Their skin hardened into stone. Their mouths froze mid-scream. Their eyes turned dull and lifeless. The palace became a graveyard of statues. And then, silence. Perseus stood alone, surrounded by stone figures. Polydectes, the king who laughed, was now frozen forever, a statue on his own throne. Perseus covered Medusa's head once more and walked out calmly, the storm having passed. He went straight to the temple where his mother was hiding. When Danae saw him, she broke into tears of relief. Perseus held her tight. "It's over," he whispered.